Morphic resonance, a theory proposed by biologist Rupert Sheldrake, provides a fascinating perspective on how patterns and behaviors are transmitted and maintained in nature. Sheldrake posits that morphic fields, which contain the collective memory of a species, influence individual behavior and species-wide patterns. These fields create a dynamic system where past behaviors resonate across time, shaping present actions and guiding future expectations. This concept is analogous to our analysis of triadic relationships, which explore multiple avenues of causality among systems of three objects. Both Sheldrake's morphic resonance and our triadic approach recognize the intricate web of interconnections that sustain existence. In Sheldrake's framework, the interplay between individual actions and collective memory establishes patterns that reinforce and stabilize the behavior of organisms. Similarly, our triads examine how elements influence one another within a system, creating a balance that supports the overall structure. Sheldrake's theory suggests that disruptions in morphic fields lead to a breakdown of established patterns, analogous to how negative influences in our triads can destabilize equilibrium. The reciprocal nature of these elements, whether in Sheldrake's biological context or our abstract logical framework, highlights the importance of connectivity and feedback loops in maintaining order and coherence. Additionally, morphic resonance extends to genetic expression, where ancestral traits influence current genes, modulated by environmental factors. This mirrors our understanding of how causality operates within triadic relationships, spanning generations and incorporating both linear and nonlinear influences. Sheldrake's insights into cultural and societal evolution further parallel our approach. Individual memories and collective knowledge shape societal norms, much like how our triads consider the mutual influences between personal experiences, community knowledge, and global consciousness. The absence of such resonance leads to isolation and fragmentation, emphasizing the necessity of integration and connectivity for a cohesive and evolving society. By viewing Sheldrake's morphic resonance through the lens of our triadic analysis, we can appreciate the shared essence of these perspectives, the existence of multiple causal pathways that contribute to the homeostatic balance of systems at ever higher levels of complexity. This integrative approach enhances our understanding of how patterns are maintained, disrupted, and transformed across time and space, providing a comprehensive framework for exploring the interconnected nature of life. Coexistence. In Rupert Sheldrake's framework of morphic resonance, collective memory, individual behavior, and species-wide patterns are deeply interconnected. Sheldrake suggests memory is inherent in nature and that each species has a collective memory. This collective memory shapes individual behavior, which in turn reinforces and is reinforced by species-wide patterns. The reciprocal influence of these elements creates a dynamic system of coexistence, where individual organisms draw upon and in turn contribute to the collective memory of their species. Equilibrium. The disruption of collective memory, individual deviation, and the breakdown of species-wide patterns maintain an equilibrium of absence. Sheldrake notes, when the morphic field is disrupted, the established patterns of behavior can disintegrate. Disruption in one element cascades into the others, leading to an overall breakdown and maintaining an equilibrium characterized by the absence of coherence and order. Reinforcement. Past learning reinforces present behavior, which shapes future expectations in Sheldrake's morphic resonance. He posits, patterns of behavior are influenced by previous similar actions, through a kind of resonance across time. This temporal reinforcement means that the learned experiences of the past shape current behaviors, creating a framework that guides future actions and expectations. Feedback. A lack of past learning results in unpredictable behavior and unclear future expectations. Sheldrake's idea that absence of memory leads to a lack of guiding patterns highlights how the absence of historical knowledge or learning disrupts the feedback loop necessary for stable and predictable behavior, resulting in uncertainty and unpredictability. Causal. Ancestral traits cause current genetic expression influenced by the environment. Sheldrake argues genetic expression is modulated by morphic fields which carry the memory of ancestral forms. This means ancestral traits as part of the morphic fields guide genetic expression, which is further influenced by environmental factors, creating a causal relationship that spans generations. Reversion. The absence of ancestral traits leads to unexpressed genes despite an unchanged environment. Sheldrake explains that the lack of resonance with ancestral forms can result in genetic potentials that remain dormant, even in a stable environment without the guiding influence of ancestral traits. Certain genetic expressions may not manifest, leading to a reversion to a less complex state. Nonlinear. Individual memory influences societal norms nonlinearly through cultural practices. Sheldrake's concept that cultural patterns are shaped by the cumulative memories of individuals suggests that individual memories and behaviors can lead to significant shifts in societal norms through the intermediary of cultural practices in a non-linear and often unpredictable manner. Retrospective. Forgetfulness and loss of cultural heritage lead to a static society. Sheldrake indicates, without the influence of collective memory, cultures can stagnate and fail to evolve. The loss of individual and collective memory results in a diminished capacity for cultural innovation, leading to a static and unchanging society. Inclusive. Personal experiences, community knowledge, and global consciousness inclusively influence each other. Sheldrake asserts, the collective memory of humanity shapes individual experiences and vice versa. This reciprocal influence creates an inclusive system where individual and collective knowledge and awareness are intertwined, fostering a shared global consciousness. Exclusive. Ignorance, isolation, and a disconnected world are mutually exclusive. Sheldrake's idea that a lack of resonance between individuals and their communities leads to disconnection highlights how the absence of one element results in the absence of others. Ignorance leads to isolation, which in turn results in a disconnected world, maintaining an exclusive and fragmented state. Conjoined. Genetic predisposition and phenotypic traits are conjoined by the environmental context. Sheldrake explains, phenotypic traits are expressions of genetic potentials modulated by morphic fields and environmental influences. This triad shows how genetic predispositions and phenotypic traits are intertwined, with the environment acting as a crucial context that brings these elements together. Bottlenecked. Mutations and loss of traits create a bottleneck effect in a harsh environment. Sheldrake notes that environmental stress can lead to the loss of adaptive traits, creating a bottleneck where genetic diversity and adaptability are reduced. Harsh environments amplify the impact of mutations and loss of traits, leading to constrained evolutionary potential. Harmonic. Family traditions, cultural evolution, and societal progress harmonize to create a balanced system. Sheldrake suggests cultural practices and traditions evolve and contribute to societal progress through a harmonious interaction. This interplay creates a balanced and adaptive societal structure where traditions and innovations coalesce. Dissonant. Abandonment of traditions and cultural stagnation lead to societal regression. Sheldrake warns, without the continuity provided by traditions, cultures can stagnate and regress. The abandonment of traditions disrupts cultural evolution, leading to a regression in societal development. Convergent. Innovative ideas, established practices, and emerging trends converge to shape the future. Sheldrake's notion that new ideas resonate with existing patterns to create future trends illustrates how innovation and established practices come together to form emerging societal trends, shaping the trajectory of the future. Divergent. Stifled creativity, rigid practices, and resistance to change lead to divergence. Sheldrake's idea that resistance to change and innovation results in divergent paths highlights how the lack of adaptability and creativity can lead to fragmentation and divergence from progressive development. Combination. New theories combine with old paradigms through integration. Sheldrake explains, scientific and cultural evolution involves the integration of new insights with established knowledge. This combination creates a richer and more comprehensive understanding, advancing both theory and practice. Division. Rejection of new ideas and clinging to old paradigms lead to fragmentation. Sheldrake notes, when new ideas are rejected and old paradigms rigidly held, fragmentation occurs. This resistance to integration results in divided and fragmented intellectual and cultural landscapes. Association. Innovation and tradition associate to form cultural identity. Sheldrake suggests cultural identity is shaped by the association of innovative ideas with traditional values. This association creates a dynamic and evolving cultural identity that balances continuity and change. Disassociation. Lack of innovation and erosion of tradition result in a loss of cultural identity. Sheldrake warns, The erosion of traditions and the absence of innovation lead to a weakened cultural identity. This disassociation results in a fragmented and diminished sense of collective identity. Integration. Modern technology integrates with traditional knowledge for sustainable development. Sheldrake's idea that sustainable development arises from the integration of modern technology with traditional practices highlights the importance of merging contemporary advancements with time-tested knowledge to create sustainable solutions. Disintegration. Technological obsolescence and forgotten knowledge lead to unsustainable practices. Sheldrake explains, the loss of traditional knowledge and the obsolescence of technology result in unsustainable practices. This disintegration undermines the foundation needed for sustainable development and future resilience. Insights. The theory of morphic resonance proposed by Rupert Sheldrake and our triadic analysis of interconnected elements share a profound underlying principle, the principle of universal homeostasis, suggesting that all systems exist in balanced states determined and shaped through multiple avenues of causality. Sheldrake's concept of morphic fields, which transmit collective memory and influence individual behavior, aligns with our exploration of how elements within triadic relationships mutually influence and stabilize one another. Sheldrake's work extends beyond morphic resonance, delving into areas such as the nature of consciousness, the concept of extended mind, and the role of intention in shaping reality. These ideas resonate with our analytical framework, emphasizing the interconnectedness and feedback loops that sustain existence. For instance, Sheldrake's research on the extended mind suggests that consciousness is not confined to the brain, but interacts with the environment, paralleling our understanding of how elements within a system influence each other beyond immediate boundaries. Furthermore, Sheldrake's exploration of intention and its effects on reality connects to our triadic analysis by highlighting the power of influences that extend across time and space. Just as our triads examine the intricate interplay of causality, Sheldrake's work underscores the dynamic relationships that shape the unfolding of events in both biological and cultural contexts. By integrating Sheldrake's insights with our triadic approach, we gain a richer understanding of the patterns and processes that underpin life. Both perspectives illuminate the complexity and interconnectedness of systems, whether viewed through the lens of biological evolution, genetic expression, or societal development. This synthesis provides a robust framework for exploring the multifaceted nature of existence, emphasizing the importance of connectivity, feedback, and integration in sustaining balance and fostering evolution. Ultimately, the convergence of Sheldrake's theories and our analytical framework underscores a fundamental truth. The intricate web of interrelationships that define life operates through diverse causal pathways, contributing to the homeostatic balance necessary for the continuous evolution of complexity. This holistic view encourages further exploration and integration of ideas, advancing our understanding of the profound interconnectedness that shapes our world.